Welcome back to RPM Monster Truck Titans with our West Series. This is our first. I cannot speak. I am so sorry. This is our first event with our West Series tonight, as we got your trucks who are showing up tonight in the tunnel. Jay leads them in Megabyte, so he will go ahead and start our little lap around the track, and they will start hitting the jumps. I guess we're going this way. Jay leads them, and that is his teammate right behind him. Jelly or Wet Floor, then behind him, Jasir, Gravedigger, Wild and Wildside, and last Smit and Son of a Digger. 3 teams here tonight. We were supposed to have a good bit more, but they weren't able to show. But our first 2 up are El Toro Loco Yellow versus Gravedigger. So the other ones will get put back into their spot, so they'll despawn their trucks. And let's see here, who got call on this one? Jasir gets call on what line he wants. And you guys will see the bracket after we get our first rounds. There are a couple people who did miss tonight, a bunch actually, a lot more than East. So Jelly gets staged, Jasir is staged, waiting on the lights. This one is a little bit more technical than our E-Series that we just ran. And green for both trucks, and it's going to be Gravedigger who has a slightly better start, so they go inside, inside, outside with the jumps. And it'll be Gravedigger who gets that first jump, and he's going to spin out. That's a bit sharp too, so he needs to give up a little bit of time because he did cut the track a little bit. We have not had any issues yet, but I will say that'll be his first warning on cutting the track, but Jasir will move on. That will be the first warning on track limits. Next up, Jay versus Wild on the track. So inside, inside, outside, and Wild gets lane's choice. And Jasir also, because he was supposed to go against, also was not here, will be moving on to the finals. Whoever wins this versus Jay versus Wild goes against Smitty, your 7th seed, because his competition did not show up tonight as well. Jay, I do not believe has any practice. Wild has. Waiting on Jay to get all his front tires on that line. He does. Both drivers are staged and ready to go. There's the green, and it's going to be a better start for Wild and Wildside. And a big slide for Jay. He's going to be in the barrier. That is not what you want to see as his first start. Wild gets that first jump first. Jay struggling to get turned around. He's put it in reverse. Wild just has to play it careful here. One more turn. As we are getting big lag out of nowhere for no reason. And that will be Wild moving on and Wildside. So now, Wild versus Smitty. So Smitty gets lane choice. Here is your bracket. Oops, wrong thing. For tonight, out of who is left. You see Jasir has already moved on to the finales, who goes against whoever wins this race between these two. They are going to get ready to roll. And then we'll move into our freestyle. And our first up for freestyle will be Jasir. Alright. Both drivers are staged and ready to go. Back the camera up a bit here. Green, pretty even. It looks like a little bit advantage here to Smitty. As they go through the turn, Wild's going to clip the wall. Not good for him if he wants to move on. Now he's got to make a big time here. He's going to hope Smitty has a big mistake, if we can even see what's happening. One turn left. Careful of that line. And that'll be Smitty who moves on. Grave Digger versus Son of a Digger for finales here for the West Series Racing here in San Antonio. So that will be your finale. Your 7th seed versus your 5th seed. And Smitty does get lane choice again, if he doesn't murder it. Jay, I wouldn't stand close to me because I can see your name. If you're away from me, I don't see your name. Same thing for Wild. I would go a little bit further because I can still see you. Okay. Alright. Drivers are... Actually, hold on. Before we do that, I'm actually going to move my character to see if this will help reduce some of the lag. Alright. Hold on. Getting everything set up. Alright, this is a slightly different camera angle than what we had, but we'll live. Alright, both drivers are staged and ready. Green and Smitty sleeps on the start. Teammates going at it. Smitty with a tighter line. But it's fairly even across the line. Can't see a little bit of lag. Both sliding. Smitty slightly ahead. Comes down to the final turn. Smitty once again cuts the turn there, so there is going to be a slight penalty for that one. But it's not going to matter anyways. Gravedigger has won it. Gravedigger is your racing winner here in San Antonio. And he gets to go first on freestyle. Time starts with a big air out of Gravedigger, as we're getting some big lag. We're able to see him here. He's going to go these jumps, and ooh, awkward landing there for Gravedigger. He's going to go for the Italian flag looking jump. Good landing. This track is very heavy on the racing aspect, so finding some very unique moves here is going to be challenging. As he's going to go for the big jump again. See what he does here. Oh, sky wheelie out of Gravedigger. A beautiful one of that too, with a solid landing. High air off of that tiny jump from Gravedigger. He's going to go back again to this yellow ramp. Awkward landing, pops the backside up. Goes for another sky wheelie, going to land it on the back wheels and drive it away. Starting off strong, 1 minute remaining for Gravedigger. Once again, going back to the yellow big ramp. Well, you're definitely seeing two jumps that he really likes. He likes these two yellow ramps. Waving to the fans with one tire. Getting a bit of lag, can't tell where he's at. Ooh, good sky wheelie. I wish I would have been able to see the full thing. There goes another sky wheelie. Good one there. Goes into a pop wheelie there. Backs it up over the ramp. 25 seconds remain for Gravedigger. He's yet to touch the stuff from the racing. The blue or the red. Or no, he did touch the red, but he hasn't touched the other side. Few seconds remain. He goes for one last attempt. Whoa! Saves it. Kinda time is up. As soon as he puts it on the nose. I will count it because it did go right before. Your score to beat. 8.6 for Jahsir. Wild is up next. After that is Jelly. Alright, where is our wild side gonna spawn? There he is, I see him. I know that avatar anytime I see it. Like I said, I forgot to do the entire transition stuff with the stuff, so we will get that next time. So in 2 weeks, check in on that. Alright, Wild, you are good to go. Hit your first jump and your time starts. And there it is. His first jump is going to be the racing starting point. That big jump in the center. It's getting some big lag there. Sorry, it even happened in my mouth. Whoa! Awkward landing. Can he save it? He's got to get it up on the wheels now. He's got his entire time left to do it. Jahsir didn't get any saves in his because he stayed on those four wheels the entire time. And Wild gets it back up on the wheels pretty easily there once he was able to get those tires to grip. Looking like he's trying to get some side to pop up. What? There's no way! I did not know you could actually do a backflip on that. It makes sense, but I gotta give that one to Wild. That actually did impress me. I did not know you could do a backflip off of it. Goes into a cyclone. Or, sorry, bicycle. It wasn't a full cyclone. I thought he was going to go into a cyclone. Now he just goes into a regular old donut. I'm not going to lie. Wild heavily impressed me with that flip. That was very impressive. "45 seconds remain for Wildside." A fitting truck for Wild Man. One of the most winningest drivers in our series. Obviously, this is not the first series we've ran for RPM, but this is the first time we've seen monster trucks, but he's going to kill the nose of it. And there go his front tires with about 20 seconds left. What will he do with his time remaining? I will let him run it. Because we let Brutus run it in East. Pops the back up. I don't think he's going to get that one back up. But a very impressive run, and time is up. I genuinely am heavily impressed by that backflip. I think that may have actually just won him it. That itself was highly impressive. I will give him an 8.8, so 0.2 over Jahsir. That backflip, I did not know you could do it. If he wouldn't have killed the truck, I think it would have been a higher score. And now, Jelly comes out for his run. El Toro Loco Yellow coming out of the tunnel. With the steam coming out the nose and everything. Let's see here. What does he hit first? He's just biding his time a little bit. He's going to go for, I think, the big yellow ramp first. Fitting jump for the yellow truck. Oops. There we go. There his time starts. I prematurely accidentally hit it. All right, it's good, though. So a very good start off that first big jump. Get his big air out of the way. Let's see. He's going to go for what Wild did. He was like, that impressed the judge. Let me see if I can do it. No, it looks like he's trying to get it on two wheels, though. It's very hard to do. Off of this jump, at least. Unless you do it just right, which I'm not able to see right now. There we go. He's going to go for this. Oh, well, that's... Yes. Keep humping the... Hump the jump. There we go. He pops it up, gets those front two wheels up in the air, slides it around. Gonna go for this jump. Jahsir's favorite. Get a quick little pa-pa out of that nose. Can't see what's going on with him, though. There he is. Another big jump. 45 seconds remain for him. Let's see. Can he get anything to get close to that Wild score of that backflip was impressive from that jump. That was insane. He's trying to do it from there again, but he's still humping the jump. Still only humping the jump. And that is not how new monster trucks are made. 15 seconds remain for El Toro Loco Yellow. can actually see. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he got some big air off of it that time. And time is up. Impressive. Wasn't able to get it really on two wheels, but I will give him a 7.9. So a third place currently for El Toro Loco. Jay is up next. So once his teammate clears off the track and stops humping that jump. And he's gonna... See, that would have been good. That would have been good from you. Oh, Jay's over here humping the wall. And Megabyte. Alright. Hold on, let's make sure the other truck is cleared. I believe it has. There's some parts left on track from him. Over there. So I don't know where he's at. Alright. Jay, you are good whenever. First jump, start your time. If I can see where he's at. I'm not going to count that as a jump. He did not get any air. He's just doing some nice donuts. There we go. There's his time start. He's going to go into a quick bicycle there. That was fast. And dangerous. Goes for a big jump there. Whoa! He is everywhere and nowhere. And there goes one of his tires. And he is bucking like a bull. He should have been driving El Toro Loco. See, can he get it back into the arena? He has lasted his 30 seconds that he needs to last. But it is looking like he's just going to do some donuts. And now some cyclones on the side. He gets it back on the wheels. Oh yeah, that thing's hurt. He is hurt, that truck. Come out, it has to be an 8.8 from Wild. That is your score to beat. And there he is. Your final competitor for tonight. Runner-up in finale. Sorry, the racing finale. I still forgot to do the third place race. Oh, we'll do that after this. You guys are going to have to remind me on that next time. And there's your time. Starts. See what he does here. Jay running for his life. He goes for the big yellow jump that Wild was liking. Jasir was liking. Or sorry, that was Jelly that was liking it. Sorry. Wow, I think he maybe hit it once. He's gonna go for that red jump over there. Just gonna crawl over it. Let's see what he does here. He's gonna go try to see what Wild did. No, he's just gonna put it on the back tires. And he's gonna put it on the front tires, almost rolls it, floors it, gets it back on all four. Very impressive. Goes for a bicycle off of the yellow jump. Goes for the blue jump from the racing line. Oh wait, we can't even do the third place. I just realized. Never mind. What's he gonna do here? With less than a minute left, I think he's gonna try to go. Oh, he didn't stick the landing! Oh no! That's not what you want if you're trying to replicate what the current leader did. Trying to get that score up. Very impressive run though for Smith. He was not able to land that backflip, though, with just 20 seconds remaining. See what he does here. Goes for the big air. Oh, he killed the back tires. He did get the flip, though. And to me, that's still not as impressive as the tiny little tight one that Wild did. That was insane. I did not know you could do it. I know you can fly it through the air and get that thing to go. It's very impressive still. But now it just kind of looks like Smitty's throwing it, and time is up. I didn't even notice. I will give him an 8.7. That one flip from Wild, it was too impressive for me to not give him the win on that one. So Wild Side will be your winner for freestyle. Yeah, we can't even do a third place event, so G9 did not show. So Wild Side is your winner for freestyle, and your racing winner is Grave Digger for here in San Antonio. Make sure to catch us in 2 weeks with Arrowhead here for the West Series, and for the East, Miami Beach. We will see you guys then, and make sure to check out the YouTube where we are going to be posting these, and the East Series. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.